Welcome to Wonder Garden. This is the place where I share tips for taking care of ornamental plants indoors with organic, natural, and safe methods, so that your plants are always lush, healthy, and brilliant all year round. With only extremely simple ingredients, you can completely help anthuriums, orchids, or many other ornamental plants in the garden grow strongly, bloom regularly, and maintain lasting beauty. If you are new and have not subscribed to the channel yet, press the subscribe button right away and turn on notifications so that you do not miss any useful tips from Wonder Garden. Let's get started. To start making organic fertilizer for orchids today, I will be using garlic, a familiar ingredient that can be found in almost every household kitchen. Garlic is not only known as a spice, but also as a natural remedy that helps strengthen the plant's resistance while preventing various fungal diseases and harmful insects. Here, I've prepared 3 fresh garlic cloves like this. Garlic contains many beneficial compounds, including allicin, a natural antibacterial and antifungal agent that helps protect orchids from root rot, yellowing leaves, and pest attacks. First, I will slice the garlic into thin pieces to make it easier for the nutrients to be extracted. Then, I'll place all the chopped garlic into a clean glass jar. After placing the chopped garlic into the clean glass jar, I will add about 500 milliliters of boiling water. The hot water helps extract the allicin from the garlic, the key compound with strong antibacterial and antifungal properties that protect orchids from harmful environmental factors. Then, I'll cover the jar and let the mixture steep for about 3 hours, giving the garlic enough time to release all its nutrients into the water, creating a simple yet effective natural fertilizer solution. After about 3 hours of steeping, the garlic solution is fully extracted. At this point, I will strain out the garlic residue and keep only the clear liquid. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language, comment below, and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. After straining out the pure garlic extract, I will dilute it with about 3 liters of clean water. Dilution is very important, as it helps lower the concentration of allicin in the garlic, making the solution gentler and safer to use on orchids. I will divide this diluted garlic solution into 2 parts. The first part I'll use to care for my Anthurium pots. Have you noticed that anthuriums have large, thick, and glossy green leaves, but for the very same reason, their leaves tend to collect dust quite easily? This layer of dust not only dulls the plant's natural beauty, but also blocks the photosynthesis process, slowing down its growth and making it less vigorous. I will use a soft cotton pad, soak it in the diluted garlic solution, and gently wipe each leaf. By cleaning the leaves with this solution, we're not only removing dust, but also giving the plant an extra layer of natural nutrients. Garlic contains allicin, a compound with strong antibacterial and antifungal properties. When applied to the leaf surface, allicin helps prevent the growth of mold, bacteria, and even some small insects that often cling to the leaves. In addition, garlic also contains minerals such as phosphorus, sulfur, and certain vitamins that help strengthen the plant's resistance, making the leaves not only clean and shiny, but also healthier and thicker. Regularly wiping the leaves with the garlic solution also helps keep the stomata clear, allowing the plant to absorb light more effectively and carry out photosynthesis more efficiently. You'll notice that Anthurium leaves, after being cleaned with this solution, become glossy, plump, and full of vitality. By maintaining this habit regularly, your Anthurium will not only retain its vibrant beauty, but also develop stronger resistance, making it easier to bloom consistently with longer-lasting colors. I also continue using the garlic solution to wipe the leaves of other orchids in the garden. Orchid leaves are usually thin and tend to collect dust, especially fine particles that are hard to see with the naked eye. Wiping them with this solution not only cleans the leaf surface and restores its natural glossy green look, but also keeps the stomata clear, allowing the orchid to breathe more easily and carry out photosynthesis more effectively. The natural antibacterial compounds in garlic, especially allicin, gently penetrate the leaf surface during the wiping process. This helps prevent the development of fungal diseases that often occur in high humidity, while also limiting the invasion of harmful bacteria. In addition, the sulfur in garlic acts as a trace mineral that strengthens the leaves' resistance, making them thicker, tougher, and more resilient against environmental stress. Next, I'll pour this solution into a spray bottle to mist both the anthuriums and the orchids in the garden. When sprayed, the fine water droplets evenly coat the leaf surface and seep into every small crevice, helping to remove any remaining dust that manual wiping might have missed. When sprayed directly, the garlic solution forms a natural protective layer on the leaf surface. Thanks to the allicin in garlic, this thin coating helps inhibit the growth of bacteria, mold, and certain harmful insects that often cling to the leaves. Moreover, the minerals and antioxidants in garlic can stimulate the plant's metabolism, keeping the leaves lush and healthy while boosting overall resistance. For anthuriums, misting with this solution helps their large, thick leaves maintain a glossy finish while reducing the risk of leaf burn or brown spots. For orchids, especially when they are in the crucial stage of developing new shoots and roots, the garlic solution works like a gentle shield. It helps keep the environment around the leaves and the growing medium much cleaner, reducing the presence of fungi and harmful pathogens. With fewer threats around, the orchids can focus their energy on steady, sustainable growth, making it easier for them to produce strong, vibrant new shoots early on. You can also use the garlic solution to water the base of these anthuriums and orchids. Before watering the base of the plant with the garlic solution, I make sure to remove any dry or withered leaves and stems around the pot. This step is very important because old and decaying plant parts can easily become a breeding ground for fungi, bacteria, or pests. By cleaning them up first, we create a healthier and more open environment around the roots, allowing the garlic solution to work more effectively. When poured directly onto the growing medium, the solution seeps down to the roots, carrying with it the natural antibacterial compounds from garlic. This helps disinfect the planting environment and prevents the development of soil-borne fungi, one of the most common causes of root rot. Allicin and the sulfur compounds in garlic act as a protective shield for the roots, helping to reduce harmful soil insects and microorganisms. At the same time, the antioxidants in garlic stimulate the recovery of young roots, encouraging them to grow stronger and penetrate deeper into the growing medium to absorb nutrients and water more effectively. In particular, when the roots are strong, the plant will naturally develop thick, glossy green leaves, creating a solid foundation for more consistent blooming. This is a simple and easy to apply organic care method, yet it delivers long-lasting benefits for both anthuriums and orchids. Next, I have an orchid that is suffering from root rot. You can clearly see the signs of damage starting from the base, with the leaves already showing softness and discoloration. The main cause usually comes from the old growing medium, in this case, sphagnum moss, which has stayed waterlogged for too long. This is one of the most common mistakes when growing Phalaenopsis orchids, because moss retains a lot of moisture, and if overwatered, the roots become suffocated without oxygen, eventually leading to root and crown rot. To save this orchid, the very first and most important step is to remove all of the old moss clinging around the base and roots. I will gently take off the entire layer of moss to expose the roots inside, allowing us to clearly see the extent of the damage and treat it thoroughly. When trimming the roots, I use sterilized scissors to avoid spreading pathogens to the healthy parts. We should only keep the roots that are still firm and have a silvery green or bright white color, clear signs of healthy roots. After removing all the moss around the base, I will cut away every root that has already rotted. You can notice that rotten roots are usually dark brown or black, soft and mushy to the touch, easily crushed and no longer capable of absorbing water or nutrients. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. After trimming away all the damaged roots and stem parts, I will rinse the entire orchid with clean water. This washing step helps remove any remaining pathogens, bacteria, or fungi on the stem and roots, while also ensuring the plant is completely clean before moving on to the protective solution treatment. To treat and save the orchid from root rot, I will soak the entire base and the remaining roots of the plant in the garlic solution we prepared earlier. Garlic water contains allicin, a very powerful natural antibacterial and antifungal compound that helps eliminate any pathogens left behind after removing the rotten roots. I will let the plant soak in this solution for about 15 to 20 minutes. While waiting for the orchid to soak and be disinfected in the garlic solution, I will prepare the new growing medium, pine bark, for replanting. I'll pour the remaining garlic solution over the pine bark and let it soak. Thanks to the allicin it contains, with its strong antibacterial and antifungal properties, the garlic water will help eliminate any hidden pathogens in the bark while naturally cleaning and disinfecting the medium. After about 20 minutes, I will take out the orchid along with the pine bark that has been thoroughly treated and get them ready for replanting. At this stage, the orchid has been disinfected, its roots are clean, and it's now prepared to start a new, safer growing environment. To replant the orchid, I will use a plastic bottle cut in half like this. This is a semi-hydroponic method that I've applied many times before with great success. The advantage of this method is that it helps maintain stable moisture while keeping the roots well aerated. It also makes it easier to observe the plant's growth and monitor the watering level. First, I will place the orchid into the prepared half of the bottle, adjusting it so the plant stands upright and the roots are spread out evenly. Then, I'll cover the base with the treated pine bark, making sure the medium gently surrounds the roots while still leaving enough space for them to grow freely. It's important not to pack the medium too tightly, as orchid roots need an airy environment to breathe and absorb water effectively. Finally, I will insert a support stick to keep the orchid steady in the pot. This may seem like a small step, but it is very important because during the recovery stage, the orchid is still quite weak and its new roots have not yet attached firmly to the growing medium. If the plant is shaken by wind or watering, the tender roots can easily be damaged, which would slow down the growth process. After securing the plant, I will place the orchid in a cool, well-ventilated spot with gentle filtered light. For example, near a window with a curtain or under the shade in the garden. Avoid placing it in direct, harsh sunlight. These are other orchids that I previously planted using the same semi-hydroponic method. As you can see, they are growing very well, with firm, glossy, and vibrant green leaves that look incredibly healthy. On top of that, new young leaves have already started to emerge, showing that the plants are now in a strong growth phase. The unique advantage of this method lies in its ability to maintain consistent moisture for the plant. This way, the orchid never lacks water, but also avoids the problem of root rot. New roots grow quickly, strong and white, easily reaching out for water, while anchoring firmly into the medium to stabilize the plant. When the roots are healthy, the orchid can absorb nutrients more efficiently, which makes it much easier for new shoots and flower spikes to develop. This is exactly why I love the semi-hydroponic method so much. And here is the result after some time caring for the anthuriums and orchids that we treated and replanted. You can see that the young roots have developed very well, with new root tips growing densely, plump, and healthy, ready to absorb water and nutrients to nourish the plant. The foliage of both the anthuriums and the orchids has also become glossy, sturdy, and full of vitality. This indicates that the plants are in a healthy growth state, with strong resistance against common pathogens, especially with the anthuriums. After being cared for with the garlic water solution, the plants have bloomed vibrantly once again. Even more brilliantly than before, fresh flower buds are sprouting from the stems, racing to open, creating a scene full of color and vitality. With just a simple ingredient readily available in the kitchen, we have restored the plant's health, stimulated new root growth, and encouraged steady blooming. This proves that this natural, organic method is truly effective for both anthuriums and orchids. Organic plant care tips like this, don't forget to hit the like button to support the video, subscribe to Wonder Garden, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any valuable plant care secrets. Let's continue exploring and nurturing orchids, anthuriums, and many other ornamental plants together, so your garden will always stay lush, healthy, and full of life.